In this video we're going to look at how we transfer tracks between BaseCamp on your PC and your actual Garmin device when you're ready to go out and use it. So if you see my screen now, I've still got my collection here which is on BaseCamp on my PC, but you see I've just plugged in my Garmin device and it's actually recognised it, and it's got an area of internal storage where we can actually store data. So I'm going to click on the internal storage and you can see I've got lots of routes and tracks on that. If I now click back on my collection, actually on my PC, back into this South of England list that we made earlier, we've got the track and the route we created earlier. And if we want to actually transfer the track we've created in BaseCamp to our Garmin device so we can go and walk that track, we just select it, and then with the mouse you can just drag it to the internal storage and let it go there, and it's saved it, and it has a little green tick to show it saved it. So that was track example 1. You see it's still in your collection, it hasn't deleted it off your PC. But now if we click on the internal storage on our Garmin device and we'll look, it's in alphabetical order. So here we see track example 1, and it's looking exactly the same on the map because obviously it is the same, but now we've actually got track example 1 that we created in BaseCamp and we've saved it onto our Garmin device ready to walk. In a similar way, we might have taken our Garmin on a walk and it's actually saved that track onto the Garmin, and if we wanted to we could say, right, I'd like to put that onto BaseCamp so I can edit it or save it for later. So we can now just select it and drag it into South of England, and we've put it onto our PC into BaseCamp ready for editing if we want to, or just for safekeeping. We might want to delete some of these tracks and routes off of our Garmin if we get too many of them. So you see in the Garmin you haven't really got a choice. The internal storage, you can't really organise it, just keeps everything in there for you, and it can get a bit untidy if you've got lots and lots of walks that you've been doing. Whereas once we get to BaseCamp in our collections, we can actually make folders and lists so we can keep things a little bit more tidily. So that's how you transfer things between BaseCamp and your Garmin and vice versa.